I was really overwhelmed. I was very stressed. I was grateful for the work, definitely. But I wasn't organized. It was really hard for me to keep track of things. Talking to Denise, she made me feel very comfortable, reassured me that this was going to be one of the best investments I had ever made. And I think just knowing that she would be there for anything I needed, because I was able to form, I don't know if we want to call it a bond or, I trusted her. So
Yeah.
I think knowing that she was in my corner was big for me. We've done very well. Month after month, we've had gains. Overall, we've had an over $300,000 gain
Yeah.
in total income. Yeah, my husband passed away in March, and I think we would have done a lot better. That number that I told you previously, I think would have been significantly higher if I hadn't gone through those challenges. I am the one that produces the most at our office, so we did feel the loss overall during that period that I was absent. But I think just going back to the point, just finishing what I started, because I was halfway through. And it's something that, I started, I always try to make it, I don't like procrastinating. I try not to, but this really set me back. It took out months and months. I mean, I don't know how much more time it's going to take me to be able to focus and finish up. But definitely, I think just starting something that I finished, I'm sorry, finishing something that I started is definitely just, I think, the push that I need to finish it. I'm really grateful. I'm really grateful that I'm still in the program, because I could have given up. Like when this happened, I thought about it a lot. Maybe I just need to stop what I'm doing. I was thinking maybe I should take a year to try to put, my ducks in a row and try to see where I'm at. But it just got to a point where I really wasn't communicating with anyone. I wasn't logging into the classes. I think once I came back to logging in and hearing everybody else, it kind of set that fire again, like, oh, I need to finish this. I think the process, we talked about that today in one of the classes. It's a process. I think just having the process in place for me and me just having to go through the steps. That to me was, I was so nervous when I started, because I was like, oh my gosh, how am I going to do this? Like, where do I even start? And Denise would be like, oh, well, we're going to get you there. We're going to lead you there. And that's what you guys have done. And I think that just knowing that the process is in place for me already, all I have to do is the steps.
Yeah. Exactly. Love
So
it.
that simplified it for me. I think just not being afraid of taking that first step, because we always think, well, what if, or what if, we're always with that what if. I think if we take the plunge and just know off the bat, this is going to be beneficial. Once you get started with the process and you start seeing how it unfolds and how it benefits the firm and benefits you personally, that's a game changer. So I think it's just that first step, just trusting and taking that first step. The program was set up for us to be able to succeed. I don't think there's any point in which I was like, oh my gosh, this is so much for me, I just want to quit. I never felt that throughout the whole time I've been with you, because I've been with you for months now. During that whole time, there wasn't ever a time when I was like, oh no, this is too much for me, I can't handle it. I think the way it's set up, it's set up for you to be able to do it and be able to benefit from it.